Let's Get It podcast. Woo woo woo, yeah, sure. How are you guys doing?
We're good.
We're good.
Just a little background how I met Dee and Ali. I've met them while we were studying back in Melbourne. We weren't that close. Probably we bumped into each other a couple of times.
Only at the clubs.
That's the God's honest truth.
I only see you at night, bro.
And I'm sure you've heard this reference before. You've got that vampiric features look.
Oh, no.
No, you've never heard that before?
No, I've been told what? The guy from SpongeBob. I remember.
Squidward.
Yeah, remember the Squidward handsome version?
The super
It's quite
buff.
pop.
Just his face lah, not the body. Yeah.
I don't recall.
Later you can put the picture.
I heard Ali's jacked.
No lah.
But yeah, I don't know why I feel like you've got like a little bit of a
Sculpture.
vampiric facial feature.
I think follow my mom.
Yes, okay, so I wasn't really that close to them, only bumped into them in clubs or whatever in Melbourne. But I started talking more with Dee, specifically on Instagram because she started posting videos of her animal rescue journeys. And I can't help but like have a huge amount of respect for her act of kindness. And also I consider myself an animal lover, but I myself have not had a hand in doing any sort of like animal rescue work. Yeah. But before we get into all that, so you guys went on a trip yesterday, eh?
Yeah.
Where did you guys head to?
You wanna?
Go ahead.
Sungai Sendak Ulu Yam. So we went there. We made a move at around 8 a.m.
Where was the place again? Sorry.
Sungai
Nice
Sendak
and that.
Ulu Yam.
Ulu Yam.
How far is it?
It's about half an hour from Gombak, like from Batu Cave.
Okay, not too far.
No, not too far.
Sounded like it was in Thailand or something.
No.
Ulu Yam.
Yeah, but it was we actually had a friend from Mersing come down.
Mersing?
Yeah,
I'm such a bad Malaysian.
Mersing Johor.
Johor Bahru.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was an organization.
It's the stop where you go before Tioman.
Yeah.
Like, you take a boat to Tioman.
Tioman is in Johor Bahru?
No, it's a part of Pahang.
Oh, okay.
And Johor's underneath Pahang.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Johor is underneath.
Shit, we are failing geography by the second.
Me too.
Okay. Mersing.
What did you guys do at Ulu Yam?
We just like hung out,
Chill, hang out.
do a dip in the
Is it like
river.
would you say it's like a tourist spot?
It's not so family friendly, I think, because there's no toilets or anything.
Got you.
Yeah, one thing about that place, it's a bit dangerous lah in a way. Like death cases quite a lot lah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Because people actually go there for the waterfalls.
Uh-huh.
But some guys said like last time like almost every week there was a case.
People dropping down?
No, drowning.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, death case, but due to that own person's actions, right? Not someone else that is attacking people.
Or like hyenas, like.
Because at the waterfall they actually put notices like you're not actually allowed to swim. Yeah.
It is shallow, right?
It's quite deep, I think, like towards the waterfall.
Yeah. But of course you guys hang out at the shallow
No,
one.
we hung out at the river, so like upstream.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you guys stay there for
No,
maybe half the day?
We reached around 9 and then we left around 3.
Yo, I swear I've never been to camping in Malaysia before.
Really, at all?
Honestly, it's really
I
good.
haven't.
It's really nice.
Like, is it like straight up nature? Because, like, okay, the best one will probably be like Borneo Fest.
Such a city kid.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But that's very like virgin forest sort of thing. Like we go to Sarawak and Borneo and all that.
Yeah.
The ones in KL and all that is quite tame lah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, do you all stay overnight in one of these forests before? Like,
Yeah, I have a few times.
Yeah, in Tanjung Malim.
Overnight.
Yeah, overnight. I mean, overnight is nothing. Like some people, they stay, like there was this guy at the place we went yesterday. He actually stayed there like for 5 days.
5 days.
Oh, wait, was he alone?
No, I think he was with his partner or wife.
Okay, yeah, maybe when you have kids, it's a little bit more troublesome.
But bro, it's not surprising to bring kids because a lot of people like they do up their vans. They actually make it into camper vans.
But like you mentioned,
RV life.
RV life, but in terms of like accessibility to toilets, there isn't any, right?
For that place, no. The
okay.
place that we went, because the place that we actually went is orang asli owned.
Reservations, yeah.
So like they juggle the place.
Wow,
they
nice.
clean up.
Did you like speak with some of them?
I mean, Dee did.
Basically, they are just around the area. They look after the area.
And they ask for money after that.
Oh, it's like a...
Because we didn't pay them. And then
Toll lah,
like,
they call it.
yeah, they came down and they're like telling us, oh, if you guys want to stay at night and blah, 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 it's a certain amount that you have to pay.
May I know how much? I'm interested to know.
Like if you don't stay there, 2 ringgit per head.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Per 10 is RM30, I think.
Oh, the tents are not your...
No, it's ours, but I mean they
Okay.
count it by
So
10.
they count as per 10.
Oh, okay, I got you. But it's not too expensive.
No, it's
No.
okay.
Of course not, man.
Bro, you pay 2 ringgit, you get the real thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the real experience.
Yeah, you go to Sunway Lagoon, how much you pay?
100 plus.
Yeah.
So true.
Okay, so the Mythbuster time, like, do they really eat squirrels?
Who?
Orang asli.
No, I don't think squirrels. Maybe some do, but I think those ones are a bit deeper in the forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can they speak human language?
Who? Orang asli.
Of course lah, they're like us. They're already modernized already.
But they have their own language.
Yeah, they do.
Do they have iPhones?
Yeah, they do.
I think they do.
But bro, there's actually a radio station. Like last time, my dad had a driver. He would always just for fun, he would like just put it on.
Sorry, but did you say Orang Asli?
Radio station.
Yeah, radio station.
It's been around.
Yeah, but I don't know what the frequency anymore.
That's super interesting.
Yeah.
But you said your dad listened to it.
No, my dad's driver.
Oh, okay.
So every time I got in the car, he would always like pasang, and then it sounded weird. It sounded like a bit Malay, but not so Malay.
It's like Kelantan people, their dialect.
A bit, but it's more like not so Malay. Like it's their own language.
You know how so Indonesians they speak Bahasa Indo, right?
Yeah.
It's so similar to Malaysian, but I feel like it's just faster.
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
The intonation and all that is totally different.
Sorry?
The intonation,
I'm not that smart. So intonation is like
like the tone,
The intonation is more emphasized. Macam ngomong apa? Ngomong.
oh, okay.
like the way,
Tak
the
bisa.
tone that they speak.
It's definitely different now.
Because one thing about like the Indonesian language, I feel like it's a bit softer than like KL Melayu. It's a bit more gentler somehow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Indonesian, really?
Yeah.
I've been to Jakarta and
Yeah.
everyone really talks like so berlembut like
Yeah.
that.
Softer tone.
Softer.
Like polite.
It's a polite version of Bahasa, I think.
I like to compare Thai to Myanmar people. Have you heard the difference, Thai and Myanmar?
I think so.
No clue.
I know this might sound quite harsh, but like Thai language, if you compare it to Myanmar, the Myanmar is like a more fucked up sound to it, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a faster version and everything's in shorter form.
I see.
That's just my observation. Lah.
And where do you hear it from?
People in Australia, because Melbourne is so diverse over there.
I don't know. Dee has been watching this Turkish show recently.
I love
I
it.
keep hearing it, but honestly, if you just hear it, you would think it's what's it called? We say French. It sounds like French.
Korean, Japanese,
Yeah.
and German.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a combination of a lot of language.
Like if you close your eyes, it sounds different. It sounds like Korean movie or some shit like
That's
that.
because we are so, you talk about like when you consume media, right? You would hear Italian, you would hear German sometimes, you hear Spanish often.
Yep.
But you don't ever hear Turkish or very rare, right?
But actually, their movies and shows are like super high budget.
You mean Turkey?
Yeah. Like what's that show called?
Into
Yeah, Iturul.
something like that.
Iturul or something like that. That show is like worldwide. Like it got like really good reviews and all
It
that.
was a long ass series.
Like I think per season is like more than 20 episodes, and like per episode is like 1 hour and a half or something like that.
Indonesian films. Do you guys watch like, you know, The Raid? The Raid.
Is it a horror show?
A thriller. Something to do with like,
Is it new? Or?
this is like an undercover cop and they're trying to infiltrate like some triad gangs.
Oh no, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, gangster.
Yes,
That's the only
yes,
show I know
yes.
from Malaysia.
The Raid itself, right, the fighting scenes in the movie, that's like recognized as like international standard. They won awards for like best fighting scenes.
Like best choreo.
Yes, of the fight scenes.
Method acting be hard though. Like some say they can't break character after.
Yeah.
And it's like
But I don't know.
R.I.P. Heath Ledger.
I always thought like if I had the chance to become an actor, I would so try method acting.
What is method acting?
Like you really embody yourself as a character. Like that's what happened to Heath Ledger. That's what they said. Like he was too much into the method acting. He was on all kinds of shit.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, he was like dependent on stuff. Like supposedly,
I mean, you trying to play the character of a very disturbed
That's
mind,
a
right?
psycho.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You watched Joker, right?
no, I didn't
You
actually.
didn't watch Joker?
No, I always wanted to watch it. Really? But somehow I just never.
It's bad.
Heath Ledger's version of the Joker. I really love that one.
Yeah, that one I watched.
He did only the first one, right? Dark Knight.
Was it Dark Knight?
I think second one.
Oh, sorry. You're right. The Dark Knight is the second one with Christian Bale.
Yeah.
The one with Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker one.
Yeah.
I really loved his performance because it was more of like a solo effort
Yeah.
compared to the Dark Knight, right? So that one, of course, you have Batman and then you have Joker, who also played a really, really big role.
Yeah.
But when you watch the Joker film, it's like the prequel to how he turned into a psychopath.
I watched a bit like at the start and all that. Like honestly, it was really good. But actually, Joaquin Phoenix, like his brother was actually the upcoming star.
Oh, really?
Like when they were younger.
Okay.
Yeah, but the brother died like super young, bro. Like I think
Then he became the Joker.
no. I mean, he just like instead of the brother, the brother was supposed to be like the next Brad Pitt or something.
Damn.
Yeah.
Up and coming.
Yeah.
Dee, how did you even think about watching like that Turkish film?
Well, I'm just done with Korean series. So I kind of like browse on YouTube and then I found Turkish series and apparently a lot of people really actually watch it. So I gave it a try and I'm hooked.
You're hooked.
Really, you guys should try it.
Like a series, is it?
It's pretty intense. The drama, the love story.
Well, last time I watched a drama series, right? Like let's say majority is soap opera style.
Didn't you watch Squid Game?
Squid Game, is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Soap opera drama. Squid Game is so wide range of audience, right? They target very universal.
Yeah.
And it was really good. Did you guys like it?
Yeah. Because I think it was actually the human subconscious in a show.
Oh, yeah. Everyone talks about that. You're talking about the fact that they do anything in their power for money.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I think they all went into it like, fuck it. Let's just do it, Like,
That's what everyone would do.
in the streets, like owing people money and all that. So, yeah.
In very, very desperate times.
Yeah. But that's the power of money, I guess. Can make people do all kinds of stupid things.
Who said that as well? Gary said that the last time.
Our film crew who's not present today.
You guys want water?
Yeah, very good. I still got coffee.
Okay, I got a question.
Mm.
What is your couple nickname? Like Brangelina.
No, man.
Is this a Dee Ali or Ali Dee?
No.
You.
I don't know. We don't even label shit. And all
We
that
don't,
last
we
time.
don't like labeling shit.
Okay.
And we've been together for about 5 years. We don't have any couple nickname.
You guys are officially married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since when?
Since 2019, January 20th.
While you were in Melbourne, you came back.
Summer holiday?
So our audience are kind of like younger people and
We are young, bro.
No, are they really?
Oh, I'm young, man. What are you talking about?
so give us a bit about that married life.
I mean, what do you want to know?
No, but you guys are. Of course, look at you guys like very perfect fit.
Yeah, like a bro,
Like a bro.
best friend-ish.
Okay, I'll tell you how we met. La.
Yeah,
Ah,
let's hear
yes.
that, man. Let's hear that.
So, I was living in Shah Alam. I was in uni there. So I was staying there in one of those apartments full of students and all that.
Okay.
I was about to go have dinner, normal student, go makan KFC or some shit like that.
Sure.
I was just leaving my place and then got in the car and all that, going to the nearest drive-thru. And then suddenly my friend called. He said, hey bro, damn long bro, tak lepak and all that. Jom, we go to Hartamas Podium. The one near, what's it called? Plaza Damas. So we went there, I went there. Usual lah, bila lepak, damn a lot of people.
Oh, there's this chick.
Not enough chairs and all that.
No.
So after that, I was like, okay lah, I gotta go to the next table to get a chair. So after that, go next table, obviously lah.
Which is my table.
Single guy.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly eyes start looking around. And then after that, I saw her lah.
Electric lah, spark lah.
Actually, when I went to her table, she wasn't there. Is it?
I was.
Oh, you were?
But I won't look
But I
at
saw you first. Okay,
And he
rewind.
just he was like, can I have this chair?
Yeah.
So I was busy talking with my friend Esther.
Ah.
So I don't even look at him at all. I was looking at Esther. So Esther was like, okay, go ahead. Esther Ng is my friend.
Okay.
So then he took the chair and then you were looking at me.
Yeah,
And I
so-
went to the toilet.
Yeah, she went to the toilet. And then when she came back, I was like, oh damn. She was coming down the stairs.
Slow-mo.
Because one thing about me, she had, the boy cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shorter cut, is it?
Shorter
Because-
than your hair.
Oh, okay, very different than now.
Yeah, but long fringe.
Like Justin Bieber.
Because for me, I've always had a thing for shorter hair.
Not everyone can pull it off though.
Yeah, because it's damn confident, bro. If you see a girl with short hair. Yeah.
Oh.
So after that, I was saying to my friend, hey, should I go ask for a number? Should I?
Oh.
And then towards the end, I didn't even ask
He
for a
didn't
number.
even.
Yeah, whatever. The next day,
The next day.
I was on Instagram Explore. This was before Instagram stories and all that shit lah. It was only Explore. So I just scroll and then I thought I saw someone that looked like her. But she was with someone else, they were dancing with the cat and all that.
Okay.
So it was her friend that posted a video of them playing with the cat and then she tagged Dee. So I straight away DM Dee.
Oh.
But it was so weird.
So after that I just said, hey,
Let's go.
were you the girl that I saw at podium?
Yeah.
And then she replied yes and all that. And then we started talking. And then I found out that she's actually staying super near to where my parents live. And then after that, I asked her, where are you now? And all that. She said she was in Shah Alam, in my section. I was thinking, okay, this is a bit weird.
I wasn't stalking him though. I
Yeah.
was just there.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
No, of course.
Yeah. Because for me, I like asking people what's their horoscope.
Yeah.
So I asked her what's her horoscope and when's her birthday and all that. And then she said, 10th of May. No, I thought this bitch already like fucking pranked me because my mom's birthday was also 10th of May. So like she was in Shah Alam where I was staying.
Okay.
So she lives where my parents stay.
Okay.
And she has the same birthday as my mom. So I thought like this is catfish or some shit like that. lah.
But how though?
It's just fake. Takdir.
Takdir, right?
Yeah, so after that we arranged to like meet. We started talking like, on DM first and then we met. Then from there, bro.
Which year was this?
This was
2016,
Yeah.
March.
2016, early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the story.
I believe in love now.
Let me ask you this. So for you, right, you would probably believe in the one, right? Because you've obviously found you're the one. Do you believe in the one, Ben?
Yeah, I do.
You do? I've never believed in the one.
No, I also don't believe in the one.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest,
There's no the one.
to be honest, like I think if you were to end up with your soulmate, I think it would be too good, Like, I mean, your life would just be a bit. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think you will end up not reaching your goals somehow because you're too comfortable with that one thing. Like, I don't know. For me, my perception.
Maybe that one,
Yeah.
that whoever the one is the one, when you meet them, they're just not what you expect after a while.
Yeah.
My theory why I don't think the one actually exists is because how many people do you take the time to get to know? Or
Yeah.
do you take the time to open up to? Right? And where are you? Because if you believe that there is the one and you are staying in Malaysia and eventually you get married, does that mean that the one was always in Malaysia?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fucked up.
But there's a lot of the ones around.
So there's millions of the
That's
ones.
why there's no
Like,
the one.
but-
Anyone can be the one.
Yeah, but so like you can
Black
find
Mirror
them.
did that, right?
Exactly.
Black Mirror, I think they did the episode where they matched people like
Oh, with the
based
app.
based on their compatibility and all
Ooh.
that.
Yeah.
But I think that went to shit as well.
Yeah, like suddenly they just
Yeah.
got it, then they run to other people.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You watched that, Ben?
Yeah.
I don't remember watching that.
Because it's all about the feelings. It's not
Right.
about whatever info that matches.
I think if you are the sort of person like you want to find your soulmate, I think you can. But if you are a realistic person, I think you will find someone that you can have the highs and the lows and everything with. Because I think with the one, I think your life will only be
Like
that.
lah.
It's like movie shit lah. So maybe you just be going on holidays, you just be just with it.
You kind of need like the psycho moments.
Yeah.
The hot and cold.
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand that.
Let's talk about your dog rescue stuff.
Ooh, that's nice.
So yeah, Dee, I remember sometime last year, maybe in the last 12, 18 months, right? I saw you posting on Instagram stories about your dog rescue journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to know, like, how did that all start out?
We don't actually have any experience in dog rescuing, okay? But it just happened to be like Ali and me, we were working a lot with agriculture. So we have a land in Ulu Langat.
Ulu Langat.
Yeah, Ulu Langat.
Faham.
So Ali, one day dia bawa I and we were driving along, what's it called? Ampang Hile.
Bukit Ampang.
Bukit Ampang.
It's the one with the view of KL.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you guys know, what's it called?
Is that like a
Lookout
makeout
point?
spot or something?
Lookout point.
Oh, okay.
There was a nice restaurant there at one point which had like a good view and all that.
Oh, okay.
But now people just lepak at the side.
That's what people do there lah. Okay,
Okay.
so then we were driving along that place and then suddenly we saw this dog.
Mm.
So that was our first rescue, which is lucky he's a senior dog. So we didn't expect that to happen, but it did.
I didn't stop, bro, for the dog.
He is a
I have
selfish
to be
bitch.
honest. Like, I didn't stop.
Wait, like it was just there on the road, like half dead.
No. I mean, it was walking, but it was on a busy road, lah.
Mm.
You know, I mean, just walking along the guardrails and all that. But the guy looked really bad. Like, I mean,
He was really skinny. He was just being selfish at the time.
not selfish because I had.
Never think about it.
No,
lah.
because I was on the way to work. So I was like thinking, what can we do?
Yeah.
We don't have a place for a dog. We don't have a, experience with a dog and all that. So when we passed the dog, she started crying. So obviously I had to turn back.
She hit the soft spot of
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get out of the car and then I carry him. He's quite big, but I just carry lah with this skinny body. I just carry and bawa inside
But
our
the guy
defender.
was like stiff, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it could have been a dead dog. Like.
He didn't have much longer.
No.
Yeah.
When we went to the vet, like he had 4 different problems.
What?
Yeah, like heartworm.
4 diseases.
But then who would pay for like their treatment at the vet?
No, as in for that case, my parents paid. Yeah, because they also wanted to help.
Your parents helped out too.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should cover this part too.
Yeah.
So, what is your experience actually being physical with a dog? Because being born in a Muslim family, right? Big stigma about how being associated with a dog physically is taboo. and also could be looked at as sinning. But I myself, I'm not educated in your religion. So I would want to know what is your perspective and rationale on.
I'm pretty lucky because my mom's Singaporean, so she's quite open. So she was the one who taught me as I was a child. We were rescuing cats and all. So she taught me, you can touch a dog if it's actually dry.
Yes, yeah.
So since I was a kid, she had taught me that. So I don't have any like taboo, feeling towards dogs.
Yep.
So I was like that. But Ali, different story lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as in for me, like if you were just to speak to my parents about dogs, like before this,
Yes.
I mean, it would be, don't need lah. You know, I mean, something like that. But bro, once they saw the dog that we, as in Dee, rescued, who can say no to that, man? Like, I mean, saw the guy, like, you know, at the end of the day, it's still alive.
Yeah,
You know, even though we can't like okay, in Islam, the thing is, it's like you can't touch it when it's wet.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, in the house, you know, I mean,
Inside.
Indoor.
inside. I mean, if it's in your compound, it's fine.
Yeah.
After they saw him, they were like, you know, obviously you cannot.
Who can say no, right?
But even the doctor, when we brought him to the vet, like, she gave him 2 weeks.
2 weeks to live.
Yeah.
To live.
Yeah, but in the end, the guy survived for like 6 months. Man.
Okay.
He was a senior dog.
Oh, like he's probably 10 years old, 11.
Maybe
But his teeth also was like,
decaying already. Gone.
That's I'm not sure about dogs on the streets, but let's say a medium-sized dog, they probably live 13, 14 is a good
Yeah.
lifeline already.
but I think dogs out there, I think they live quite a short life
Yeah.
compared to indoor dogs.
With all the virus and diseases, semua kan, they cannot live.
The streets.
That's another thing actually like I want to talk about because like even in Malaysia, there is a problem when you're trying to like rescue dogs and all that because we actually have certain diseases or viruses found in dogs that are not found anywhere else.
Or like tropical kind of disease.
Yeah, somehow. The ones that we actually have is a lot harder. So sometimes like we feel, why is it so easy for like when you look at America or Australia, they're just like rescuing these dogs. And for us, the biggest challenge is actually once you save it, is the maintenance after. Because they are all riddled with all kinds of
Diseases, which they caught on the streets from other dogs.
So like people like us, like we are already exposed to that. Even people that actually love animals, they're already exposed to that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the reason why people don't rescue animals in a way. Because if they were to bring back the animals, it's going to infect all their...
It's transferable to humans.
No,
Or other animals are.
no, I mean just in between dogs and...
Dogs, cats.
Got you.
I mean, I love animals.
Yeah.
I've never done any rescue work or any like charity work for dogs.
Yeah.
So with Lucky, right? The 6 months left, where did Lucky live?
He stayed at my parents' place. They have like a garage and all that. So he would just lepak out in the garage and all that.
Your parents growing up, they had no experience.
Oh, my dad did.
Oh, your dad did?
Yeah, but he never touched it. Like he would just like mandikan the dog, just like tie it to a tree and then just, you know, spray with the hose and all that.
Okay. Was your dad from like a smaller town?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But one thing I think like our family, like I think we have somewhat of an exposure to farm life and all that.
Yeah.
So we're quite used to dog.
I'll tell you something interesting. So I was in Turkey.
Hmm.
Turkey, the demographics is, let's say 97% are Muslims, right? And when I was in Turkey, I noticed that the dogs on the streets, stray dogs, my tour guide he was definitely a Muslim person. And he went up to the dog and started petting a stray dog.
Yeah.
Right? And of course, to us Malaysians, it was a Malaysian tour. So everyone was very curious and they asked him, how are you guys so open about this? And it's a very normal thing for them.
Exactly.
You know? Maybe they don't own dogs at home. But yeah, the dogs on the streets, they go there and pet the dogs.
Yeah.
Something you'd never see in Malaysia.
Yeah. I don't know if it's some issue in Malaysia. Like, I mean, it's so common in Malaysia to like see people that just dislike dogs, you know, just because of the whole taboo, like, you know, you being Muslim and all that. But I don't know. I don't see it anywhere else though.
I think Malaysia can actually establish that like Turkey, you know, but slowly. Right now, awareness is getting higher.
If you have experience with a dog, right, one of the first things you realize is dogs are attached and loyal to humans like no other animal
Definitely.
on earth, right? And it also makes you think that dogs on the streets kind of feels like it doesn't make sense to avoid the dog or disrespect a dog. But then again, people who do disrespect the dog or abuse them, it's not because, you know, that's what their religion is preaching, right? Yeah. They just do it because
It's culture, maybe.
they're uneducated.
Yeah.
They heard it from their parents also, who were uneducated about this stuff back then.
Normalizing something bad. I think that's what's happening. Like, I mean, even we talked about like how dogs and cats are being poisoned in like housing areas and all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean,
To like reduce the population or cause
no, I mean like, you know how like some cats or dogs, maybe they pee here or they take a crap somewhere in front of your house or in your garden.
Yeah.
That's what they do, man. Like, you know how like housing areas have WhatsApp groups?
Okay, yeah.
Like they discuss how they actually,
How to poison.
when the deed is done,
yeah.
they actually take photos.
What do you mean of the?
The dead body.
Yeah, of the dead dogs or cats. Like, oh yes, berjaya kita, you know, and all that.
Even cats also kena meh?
Yeah.
Our
Even in
cats
Taman
also.
Tun.
Because we have like, sometimes like we would give my mom cats and all that. So those cats, some of them, they died just because of being poisoned.
The way you're describing it, right, is literally like it's a pest control group, a pest control team, right?
Yes.
The community lah trying to make an effort. I used to have a stray cat that I feed, like always comes to my house, and I mean I kind of think of it as my cat, right?
Yeah.
But just out of the sudden one day disappeared.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened. Eh?
Maybe.
I don't know, like there is this sort of thing where some people just hate certain animals. Like honestly, like if I was a guy that doesn't like animals, I would so be doing like all kinds of shit to animals. Like, you know, if no one is saying that's wrong.
Like you're not going to get caught for it, right?
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
like-
you know.
Dee, I saw you post the guy with the BB gun.
That was in Sungai Penchala.
Oh, you saw it for yourself.
No, actually, it's my friend.
Yeah.
So that crazy guy was her neighbor. So she posted that video and then she gave it to me.
What happened actually?
So the crazy guy go and shoot your friend's dog.
Because she don't like the dogs barking. That's all.
Wasn't the dog inside the house vicinity?
Some are fence up, some are not, you know.
Okay.
Sungai Penchala. So I guess the dogs were around
Okay.
near
Yeah,
to his
yeah.
house and he don't like them barking. That's what happened.
But actually, I want to touch something. This is something, you know, from, I heard a story from Pahang.
Yeah, what's up?
There was this guy, a Vietnamese guy. I'm not trying to say Asians eat dogs or cats, but this is one of those stories.
Yeah.
So
read.
there was an issue where cats were going missing and all that.
Okay.
And then this Vietnamese guy was the one that was actually taking these cats.
I think a lot of people know about this.
Yeah, but I mean,
You guys
this
know?
was happening in some kampung in Pahang, man. Like, I mean, of all places.
So straight up like deep fry that shit.
I guess so, because like people that stayed around him
Oh.
will like lose their pets and all that.
Vietnamese person living in Malaysia, right?
Yeah. I mean, but he stays in quite a local area of Pahang. You know, I mean, it's like,
It's not a super kampong.
he's rural. I mean, you know, he's the only foreigner maybe. Like, I mean, that area.
Yeah.
He's one of the construction guys around there. So he got like, you know, like kena halal lah from the neighborhood. He obviously didn't like him. Like, I mean, what the
Yeah.
fuck? You're eating cats, man.
But he's still going to continue to eat cats though.
Yeah.
Yo, we had an episode, right? One of our podcast episode 4. It was called Kuching Bakar. And the reason why is because when we were doing the podcast, we were watching YouTube videos. There was a festival in China, right?
No,
But
Peru,
this-
Peru. I was in Peru and they had this like cat eating day.
Oh, cats, not dogs.
But usually they eat, they have this event with eating dogs, right?
That's in China. Peru was cat.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
So you can see in China that festival, you could see, you know, they put all the dogs in the cage.
Nom nom.
And they don't look like the stray dogs in Malaysia. Okay, they look fluffy because, you know, of the climate over there, right? Yeah, they look fluffy and they look cute, you know, and they're just in the cage waiting to be.
I know like the whole dog eating one is like apparently they were really poor last time, so they like needed
Yeah.
food, so they
Yeah.
had to eat dogs. But like we are way out of that thing. But it's just scary because like the rural people, they might follow the tradition and they don't know like what's the new thing. Like you guys don't eat dogs anymore, but they still follow it.
Yeah, just because tradition.
Right.
Also, like you said, man, maybe it's an easy source of food, right?
Yeah.
Because they're
I
there.
mean, you don't need to cage them up and all that, you know. You don't need to have them in a farm.
But Malaysian laws, like, so if you're in Melbourne or like any other first world country, like laws against animals is like so heavily
Number
penalised,
one.
right?
Yeah.
Bro, when we were in Melbourne,
Yeah.
like honestly, that was a very good learning experience because when we were there, we actually felt like, as in I had the realization where animals' lives are actually a big deal, bro.
Exactly.
Because remember we had that friend, I forgot her name, May.
May.
Remember May's cat like fell off the
Can
balcony?
May's cat fall?
I can't remember that. Ollie's sister.
Yeah. So like the cat fell off the balcony. And bro, the police had like a crime scene investigation and all
It
that.
looks like a crime scene.
Like she found out from the police. Like when it happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like thinking like here, if some cat or dog or something.
Don't care.
Nothing lah. I mean,
It's like someone abusing the animal, the
Yeah.
penalized like less than 1K maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Do you even get penalized?
but in Malaysia, I think there's a lot of things where you just, push it under the like rug sort of thing. But I think nowadays things, easily get viral.
And that is a good step towards like helping things change, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The awareness. I had a friend who had 2 cats in his house, in his apartment. So the 2 cats, they were probably less than 2 years old. Yeah, still quite young. And one day, he couldn't find his cat. And we looked down the apartment and the cat was dead. He jumped down.
Oh.
Yeah.
same thing happened to my sister a few months ago.
Who?
Alicia. The cat just like dropped and died. And then like
How many floors, bro? Like,
I think it was like 20-ish.
oh my
Ay.
god.
And like she was looking for her, but then she found out in the group chat that like, oh, somebody's cat just died. And they threw it away already. So she couldn't even like bury it.
Oh, that's so sad.
Unfortunate.
Okay, also to have like affection, right? Or to have a different perspective of dogs or cats, right? You need to have a real-time experience, first-hand experience with the animal itself. Let's say you grew up having dogs, right?
Yeah.
Or you grew up not having dogs. If you grew up having dogs, you would look at an animal like, let's say, a giraffe or a horse, right? But you don't feel as affectionate towards those animals because you didn't have real-time experience. When you guys rescued those dogs, right? These dogs, right, they're going to go to a certain place. Where would they go to? Like the ones on the streets?
Well, the official way,
Yes.
it's like, okay, if you have a dog problem or cat problem in your neighborhood,
Yeah.
you would call your nearest town municipal, like DBKL.
City council, yeah.
Yeah. So once you've done the complaint, they will come and they'll just take the animal, which they label as pest.
Yeah.
So, and then they'll just bring it to the pound. But the thing is, once they are there, that's where their life ends.
Oh, mercy kill.
If you want to call it mercy kill. Lah. I mean, okay, like these animals, they are considered as pests. So once they reach there, like there's no such thing like how, when you watch in movies, like, oh, all these pets will go and, they're up for adoption and all that.
Yeah.
In Malaysia, we don't practice that. Actually, what Dee did, like
Yes.
that whole adoption drive at DBKL and all that, that is something they don't like. I mean, that's not something that's supposed to happen.
It's more work for them.
Not just cause more work, because
More
that's-
awareness.
Yeah, I mean, that's not supposed to happen. Like those animals that reach there are just meant to be, what's it called? Exterminated. Yeah.
Like a passer.
Yeah. So if you want to say mercy kill, I don't know, because like we heard it from someone that was actually had family experience working in DBKL and all that. He said that for cats,
Yep.
they would just drown them like in a big
What?
barrel of water.
That's not mercy kill.
So for dogs, they would just whack it on the head.
Yo.
Yeah, But this is something they don't actually want to say. Like they don't actually say like, oh, these animals, they get killed off. But what actually happens, like, we thought like, why don't they just like put them to sleep?
Yeah.
Like how you would at a
Yeah,
vet,
exactly.
at a hospital. Bro, it's 150 ringgit per jab.
Oh, okay.
You think they would?
No way.
What they call that? The chemical they use?
I don't know what chemical, bro.
Even dogs, like people who own the dogs, right? If they're really sick, of course, that's what they have to do, right? Because they don't want them to
Yeah,
suffer
yeah.
anymore.
We've done that once with our daughter.
That's different.
Of course, it's very different.
That's properly mercy kill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I would assume they do.
So these dogs, I mean, I would say lah, maybe 50% like memang going to die anyway, maybe. But the other 50%, they might just be like a normal dog.
Yeah, they might have more than half their life left to live.
All these dogs, they had one thing in common, like some of them. They were all super skinny, like malnourished.
Right.
Like when I went back home, I was like thinking, if I was someone that saw a dog that was damn skinny, damn malnourished, I don't think I would complain, man. I don't think the fucker can do anything.
Maybe it's just an eyesore for people. Then they're like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck that. Man.
Yeah.
I don't see this in my beautiful
But I
house.
was
area.
thinking, like the dogs that would cause a problem would be the fitter ones, maybe.
Like the wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, the ones that actually look healthier, But and I was thinking, this must be they're not feeding them, man. Why would you want to feed them if,
They're going to cause trouble.
no, not just cause trouble. I mean, when they're at the pound, why do you feed them if they're going to get killed?
You're wasting money feeding them.
Yeah, we tried asking them like a few times, like, let's see your stock, like of food and all that. They just kept saying you have to arrange.
Should we do a shout out to DBKL?
This is a shout out right now.
So many excuses lah.
My gosh. I mean, like, they rather the money go into their pockets.
Yeah, but for their defense, they keep saying that you cannot compare us to a shelter. We are, a pound. We are pest control.
And also the people at the pound, right? They're not someone that is passionate. They're someone who got a job there. They get paid.
To be honest, I don't think there's anyone there that actually has animal education experience.
Or even love for animals.
Bro, there's no vet.
That's crazy. Crazy.
They put human doctors there.
Yeah.
Oh,
really?
Like just a GP.
There's no vet there.
Even he says, like, honestly, this is, just another part of my job. Like,
Hey, it's like a concentration camp.
yeah, somewhat.
It is a concentration camp.
It is.
Because when we went there was no water as well.
So
For
do
the
people
animals.
need to be educated on when they have this kind of issue they call a shelter? Or is it more like a
Yes.
DBKL?
I think one way is to honestly find an NGO. Like, because all these animals that end up at DBKL, that's
That's that for them.
the story of their life.
Okay, so what you actually meant was like to get people who run those NGO to start taking over like the roles at the DBKL. The people at the DBKL are people who they're not as affectionate towards dogs or they
Yeah.
don't love animals.
Yeah, I mean, the NGOs are not bad lah. I mean, in Malaysia. But it's like this like when you're a politician or when you're a business leader, business owner or something, you would choose which things or which places to invest
spend.
your money.
Yep.
So, I mean, when you look at it in a way where you want to do animal rescue, you can't rescue all, but we all try, at least.
I'm going to also point this out. Like you said, they rather invest the money into something that's going to benefit their pockets, right?
Yeah.
It's not really that surprising considering we are the top
Yeah.
3 or something, most corrupted nation.
Actually, talking about corruption, even like Dee also had experience. Remember with all the scammers?
Which
I mean, there are people using all these animal cases for scams.
like how?
Like they're posting, a sick dog or a sick cat saying,
Oh, really?
need donations and all that.
There was this huge case actually happened quite recently. So they posted about they have disabled dogs and blah blah blah. So they need money.
Yeah.
So after that, there was a lot of people which are Insta famous and viral.
Oh, they got them associated as well.
That big. Okay,
Yeah.
so people like post about it. So definitely Malaysians are very, very nice lah kan.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they donated and then to find out that actually the whole thing was a scam.
Oh, right.
Did they have they have their own Insta page, is it?
Yeah. It's called a pet's journal. Yeah, you guys don't
Okay.
know about this. It's quite big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So everyone make police report and blah blah blah. So the thing is, which is very sad because we don't know where's all the disabled dogs are.
Yeah.
Don't care about the money, but where's the dogs?
They couldn't show any evidence where they went to or...
How do you get the pictures then?
They deactivate everything. Facebook, Instagram, everything.
Shed Siddiq, if you're watching this,
Syed Siddiq. you mean?
Shed Siddiq, if you're watching this, do something about it, my man. Legalize marijuana.
1 second, guys. I really need to pee, man. So bad.
Go ahead.
Me too, actually.
Yeah, careful, don't hit the...
Yeah.
Guys, let's go camping, man, one day.
Fighting.
Camping. Like what you guys do. Like just chill. We've never tried that before. Never.
You guys should.
Is there reception at Ulu Yam?
No.
That'll be the hardest part.
Ada. Some parts ada lah, but the place that we went to, nothing.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So you just gotta put your phones down and chill.
Honestly, that's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Like the fact that there's no data, you cannot care about anything.
Gotta reconnect with your spirituality. You have to try.
Very hard.
Oh, really?
Not for me.
Yeah.
I love nature, so it's not hard for me.
Have you guys tried psychedelics?
No.
Oh, actually, I've never tried. LSD and shrooms.
Do it in the forest lah.
I don't know, bro. I mean, humans, I think we are...
You under the Joe Rogan spell as also.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We always like to explore our subconscious, I think. I mean, if you want to say that it's unique to humans, no, bro. It's unique to, animals in general. Because even animals in nature also, they also trip as well, bro. I think
Dolphins do it.
they eat jellyfish. Is it jellyfish or pufferfish? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, one of those fishes.
Uh-huh.
But they trip, bro. Like you can see them tripping, like they are like, what's it called? Like tumbling,
Oh, Ben, have you heard about that
I
before?
have
Yeah.
never.
But dolphins are one of the smartest animals in the world as well. They use more brain capacity than us.
Did you watch the film The Cove?
The Cove.
Not yet.
The Cove. So there was this guy, I forgot what his name was, but Right now he is a marine life activist. He was on the main star of this film called Flipper. Flipper was
That old movie.
yes, the whole movie with dolphins. So the boy had a pet dolphin, right? And one day,
Wasn't it the Lord of the Rings guy?
is it?
Elijah Wood.
No, this guy's really old right now.
Oh.
Yeah, he's really old right now. So this was in the 60s.
Oh, I see.
So Flipper was what made the SeaWorld industry boom because of the series Flipper.
Oh, I see.
This type of marine life amusement parks, right? They start to invest more in having dolphins, whales, or seals or whatever because of that series. So one day he was on the set with the dolphin that they use for. He's also like the main role dolphin, and the dolphin came up to him in his arms, and he just stopped breathing.
What, the dolphin?
Yeah, the thing about dolphins is they know how to suicide themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know how to kill themselves. And the reason why he wanted to kill himself is probably because, he's
Stressed.
in captive. Yes, stressed out. It's just something not natural. You put a bird in a cage.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
I used to have birds in the cage.
Bro, we had bird in
Yeah,
our
right.
apartment man. Back then.
Never cage it at all.
Bro, the scariest thing is when your fan is on, bro.
And we were like, oh shit.
What type of birds? The small one?
Yeah, it was a lovebird.
Lovebird. I had that before.
Yeah.
But geez.
What if it fly out? They'll come back?
No, we made sure like we
We made
close
sure
everything.
it's
Yeah. But sometimes we forget the fan and we're like, fuck. But yeah.
I had a parrot, dude.
Oh shit. That's cool.
You know African grey parrot?
Oh shit.
So African grey parrot, the world's smartest parrot.
Oh.
You gotta get the world's smartest parrot.
bro.
You couldn't get like the nicest or some shit.
I love intelligent animals, man. Even for dogs. I already been telling myself since I was young, I want to get a Shetland sheepdog. You know those dogs that they herd the sheep?
Yeah.
So they got chest hair, brown color chest hair here, dark brown and white.
Is it the one that brings whiskey in the snow?
Brings whiskey in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember there was that cartoon?
Lassie, you mean?
Yeah, I can't remember. It was always that short cartoon. Like that dog would like be able to like smell.
Then
you
the
know,
survivors.
Yeah.
Be like, then you drink the whiskey to get warm.
Yeah.
Ben, what are you talking about though?
Yeah, this is real.
A cartoon or a movie or advertisement?
It was like a short cartoon.
The real shit. Like, there are dogs out there who
Yeah.
carries whiskey.
I know what type of dogs you're talking about. You know Saint Bernard?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, Saint Bernard.
It's really big, dude. Super friendly.
As in, I don't know, I've seen in movies.
You like smart animals to compensate for yourself.
Okay, some people have nice cars,
Yeah. I know nothing about cars and does not appeal to me at all. Are you a car guy, Ben?
Nah, bruh.
Yourself, Ali?
A bit lah. I used to be.
Used to be a.
Yeah.
Vroom vroom in Sepang.
Yeah, last time. Yeah, way back. 2013 to 15 like that.
I got a friend that goes up to Genting.
Yeah, I used to do that, man.
Oh, you that guy.
Yeah, who's your friend?
Reynard is this dude.
What car does he drive?
Oh shit. You see, right? Like I've seen his car. I have no clue.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
If I've seen his car 100 times, I might not have a clue.
A Merc, a BM, or
Dude, no clue.
Okay.
I've seen his car a good amount of times. He showed us videos of those people racing up Genting.
Yeah. That's
You
crazy.
used to watch that shit.
I used to do a lot of stupid things. Man.
With me along.
Ooh.
Like last time before I met her and all that was my craziest time. So like last time we had a group of friends that we trusted each other so much.
Yeah.
That we
friends.
we could literally follow each other until we like just tap bumpers, But yeah, back then but after a while we stopped doing all of that.
But how's it like? Is it because you're like Genting because it's like a lot of like
Yeah,
bending?
corners. Sepang and Genting. Sepang is boring as shit.
The real reason is because of the movie Initial D, okay?
You all put towels in your car?
Nah. That's only for training, bro.
Okay.
It's so fucking bullshit, right? Like you can't move the tofu.
Yeah.
I am curious because every time my friends
legit.
every time my friend tells me about, they would say, "Oh, we just whack all the way up to Genting." Means they fucking floor the pedal, right? And I'm thinking like, are you guys insane? Like, there's other people.
Yeah,
on the
why
road.
people are coming
Yeah.
down and you're like going up?
Exactly.
You have to do it at night, right? So it's less traffic.
Okay, when I was very active back then, we would always choose Monday 3 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the best time. That's when there is no cars at all.
Okay,
Yeah,
except
but
people
it's-
like you guys.
Yeah, but it's super pitch black, man. Because we used to use the back roads.
Yeah.
So like it was super dark. Like sometimes we would be some annoying kids. We would just switch off our lights. Yeah, just for fun. That was back then.
Some annoying kids.
How is switching off your lights fun?
I mean, I don't know. Man.
Is there at least like a car that goes in front to
It's
let
like,
you?
oh, I can't see anything.
Sometimes the lead car like fucks us up and just switches off his lights.
The
as well.
vibe, bro.
Yeah.
The vibe.
The vibe of
Was it thrilling for you, Adi?
Huh?
When you're in his car, you're like, oh, Ali.
No, you should ask her the first time she got into my car.
Oh.
Okay, the first time, actually, best friend, her ex was like this president of a car club.
Okay.
So basically, that was my life with them, you know. So then I bring Ali along. I'm like, okay, you want to join us? Okay, fine. And then that was the first time ever that I know that Ali has this skills that I don't know.
This fetish.
Not skill.
I like that. I like that.
So basically, I get in his car and then I don't know what happens. I was actually really scared because
I would be too.
by the time that we were on top at Genting, we got out of the car. My knees were like trembling.
I don't know how people be
Like that.
passengers though.
You would be scared if you were a passenger.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'll be shitting balls,
Because
bro.
we're not in control, kan?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
But unless if I know the driver, then fine. But if I don't know the guy,
Yeah.
like, oh,
It's
fuck
based on
that.
trust.
Have you rode a motorbike before?
Not like properly lah. Not like, to go point A to point B.
Have you gone 40 km?
No, definitely not. I've only been in the housing area.
You tried before, right, man?
I was at a passenger and there were girls driving.
Oh,
The super bike, just
where was this, man?
in Colombia.
Oh shit, you went to Colombia?
Yeah.
Where?
Like
The
3
whole-
different cities, yeah.
That's a whole new episode.
Medellin, Bogota, Cali.
The chicks damn hot, bro. Different Colombian girls, I think the hottest. Like
Their jeans is crazy.
Let's talk about their butts.
But that one I don't know. I don't think they're quite real. Because like Colombia and Brazil, they're like the number one plastic surgeon. Like I mean,
Shit, no way. I didn't know that.
why do you think it's called the Brazilian butt
Butt
lift? It originated from there, bro.
Brazilian
No
I-
way.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
When you think about South Koreans, right? People think about plastic surgery.
The smallest dick size in the world.
Seriously.
I think it's north because they're malnourished.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that could be a possibility.
When you think about South America, for me at least, I've never associated that with butt lifts or
Yeah.
implants or whatever.
Yahweh.
But bro, it's like being advertised. Like I mean, it's on billboards and all that. Like 18th birthday, it's normal to get a boob job. Like that's super normal. That's like the package.
Maybe it's probably dirt cheap.
Yeah, definitely. Remember that there was this girl, I think it was one of those videos like where this actually happened to someone sort of video. So it was the girl that went up into the air in an aeroplane
Pow.
and her boobs.
Oh yeah, I heard.
That was a Brazilian plastic surgeon, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
God.
Yeah, that was
Then what happened then?
Died.
he used like super like it's not the medical grade one.
Okay.
cheap silicone.
Cheap silicone in
So it
it.
popped when it went up.
Because of the pressure.
She died, bro. I mean,
Oh, fuck.
that's tragic. Bro.
Yo, okay. I want to go back to the driving thing. So why did you get into that? Did you do street racing, drag racing before?
Yeah, I did all of that last time. Like way back lah. But I mean, I started off with Genting because one thing, I've always loved corners more than the straights sort of thing. Like, I've always been the sort of guy I'm looking for that road,
You like the Fast and Furious series?
It's a bit lame, but okay.
Bruh, Dwayne Johnson, he jumped in the air and punched the helicopter.
I mean, Fast and Furious now is totally different. I mean, it was lame back then, like amongst car guys.
Oh really? Was it?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite cringy. Some things that they do,
Which part?
the whole, big spoiler, big this, big that, like shiny rims and all.
It's unrealistic into an.
Do you guys really drive the car like this way and
Nah, man. I mean, that's all for sure. I mean,
For sure.
Yeah. But Tokyo Drift is good. That is a good car. I mean, car dude show. That was very realistic.
Yo, the white guy goes to Japan and
Yeah.
like, he fucking drifts, right?
Yeah.
I like that.
There's this motorbike. I forgot what it's called. It's like a motorbike racing tournament. My friends are kind of into it right now, which I do not advocate.
MotoGP, is it?
It's not MotoGP. It's like a more extreme version of motorbike racing.
I see.
So they're going how fast? 300? 300?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Isle of Man, is it?
Yeah. It's basically who's got bigger balls.
Yeah, but do you know how it started?
No.
In the UK, they had an issue where suddenly they implemented speed limits. Okay. So people couldn't speed anywhere and all that. And then for some reason, that place, Isle of Man, was somewhat, it had a technicality, it never had a speed limit or something like that. Some motorbike dude might correct me, but this is what happened lah. So technically, this was the de-restricted zone where you could fucking drive like crazy or ride your bike like crazy.
Wow.
But they made it into a competition now.
That's crazy though. Like,
But that's something else, bro. That's a time trial event.
Yo, the bikes go like that, man.
Like a lot of people die, bro.
A lot. Man, you just see the bikes going. So when they turn the corner, they're almost touching the So their feet, their ankles are almost touching the floor.
That's one. But bro, while they're in that corner or like something, they actually bounce. Like, I mean, because it's a road, it's not a racetrack.
You hit a rock and you're dead.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's fucked up, dude.
But bro, motorbikes are so dangerous in the sense that there was this one, my friend of a friend, his friend actually died just because of a bird.
Just on the floor.
No, like he was riding, a bird came, kena his heart, then his
Pierce his heart.
Yeah.
Pierce.
No, not. I mean,
Impact.
bro, imagine if someone punched you also. I don't know what happened to him, like his body, but he just died
The
because
momentum.
of the bird.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So yeah.
The bird died too.
Yeah, obviously, bro.
I mean,
Blunt trauma, dude. Dude, you ever see those wingsuits? You know what a wingsuit is?
What do you mean? The guys that jump off the plane? Or?
Not off the plane. They probably go off a cliff.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like a flying squirrel.
Yeah.
I think that shit looks freaking cool, right? But if you look at the statistics, right, the amount of people that die from that, way too many. And the pioneers, the people that you would imagine that the pioneers, the people that created the wingsuit were in that community.
Yeah.
I think they're all dead. Because there's a lot of prototypes, right? And you're trying to figure out
You know, I mean, a small mistake would just be, you know,
poof.
there's no crash structure or anything like that.
Bro, there's no parachute, basically.
Flying with your body.
imagine how they first tried to understand how to stop.
Oh my god.
Just everyone died until one guy successfully stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys watch Free Solo?
No.
Is it the climb?
So Alex Honnold, this guy he climbed the mountain called El Capitan, right? I forgot where that is. Somewhere in one of the national parks in.
It's the one on our MacBook.
Is it?
Yeah, the MacBook wallpaper.
Okay.
yeah.
I can't remember how high that is. Thousands of feet, okay? And you know how people climb mountains, they have the
Harness.
Yeah, the harness, right? Some safety shit. So what he does is he does it bare hand.
Oh, that's fucked up.
So he's climbing a mountain that is not only is it 90 degrees up, it bends too. Okay. It goes,
Overhanger, they call it.
yeah. So he's climbing that shit all the way to the top, and you got to do it in 6 hours. So
Shit, 6 hours of doing something sounds a lot, bro.
Focus.
the focus is crazy because you look at the type of person that he is, right? He's not an extrovert, first of all.
Adrenaline junks.
He's definitely an adrenaline junkie, but you would never expect that because his personality he's quite soft spoken, very conservative.
Unlike my friend Shen.
And before he attempted to do the whole climb, he would go past the track maybe 5-6 times or sorry, more than that. Okay, but he will go through it with a harness. So he's practicing.
Okay, I think that's smart. I mean, maybe some guy would be like damn gung-ho and...
They're dead. Those people are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then how does he descend? He just jump down.
No, when he descends, probably someone picks him from a helicopter.
You can
Oh,
do
that's
that.
cool.
You can do that at Mount Kinabalu, by the way.
Free solo?
No, you can... What's it called? Like lead climb down. Like,
Okay.
What do
Yeah.
they call that?
Like just
Yeah. No, it's the one where you clip your rope and you switch it to the next
one
one.
you
to the
have
next
harness
one.
as well.
Yeah.
So this dude, right, when he's climbing, all he has is like a pouch. So the pouch, and then they grab the chalk. Yeah, grab the chalk. And then sometimes he will have what do you call that? Those pestle and mortar.
Oh yeah.
Those tools. And he would, because the rock, you can't have a proper grip. So he will mold it. He'll shape it. And then only he's able to grab it.
the fuck while hanging mid-air?
He did that before he did the complete free solo run.
Okay.
So that's like the practice run.
Okay. But I think that's smart though. I mean, he's not trying to prove anything so much. Like I said, some people wouldn't do that, man.
People, I know this guy who doing parkour, those free running or free jumping,
Yeah.
just jump the building and then just pew, die.
Yo, Deanna, you know who is?
Very familiar.
From our school. So there's this Malay dude. He was one of the prefects. Is he a prefect? So this dude, he's the type of person where, every time he talks, right, I'm like, I'm not really going to pay attention because I feel like you're making up shit.
A lot of shit.
One time he told me, I was in Form 2, Form 3. He was doing parkour.
Okay.
So he's recently got into parkour.
It was quite hot in our school, right? Everyone was doing parkour, yeah.
No, I never tried that out.
Some French school, you guys.
The boys lah.
Yeah, so he told me that he was doing parkour, okay? And he said one day, or he said the day before, so, yesterday I did parkour with my buddy and we jumped from roof to roof and I fell into the living room. And I'm just going to check out here, Just not gonna listen.
Yeah, I mean that's
It's fucked up, dude.
yeah.
Say stupid shit like that, right?
I don't know this guy, but okay.
But when you're in high school, you want to seem interesting, right? So you say what you have to say.
Yeah.
High school is shit, bro. High school is honestly like my experience. I think it was just a place where
I love my high school.
Talk about it.
that's where you have your fails and your successes. I think like you know.
You learn so much about yourself because this is the first time you are immersed in an environment with
Thousands.
Yeah.
a thousand.
Social.
Social. Basically your first experience being immersed in a small society, and you see them every day, the same people. Then you see different cliques.
That's pretty fun.
Me and Ben were.
The dumb fucks.
The one thing that stood out to me is we were allergic to girls.
Why?
Oh.
Ben doesn't like to talk about it much.
I want to say that. They're kind of cute. Just all shy.
Yeah,
I don't know. High school girls are bitches, bro. I mean, to be honest.
Guys are the same.
Not all. Not all. But
We're nice.
Oh, Dee, this shit is not going to be on the pod, but who was the hottest guy in your form?
Ooh. I know who.
Is right?
Yo, I was about to say
I
that.
wasn't into at all. But he's a friend though.
Oh, that's why you can't be into him.
Not just that, we went to the same primary school. But for me, the hottest guy would be. Why are you laughing?
Okay, so
He's a fucker in high school.
you know who in this room that I feel that can go the other way?
you mean gay as fuck? Huh?
I always thought that you were
Really?
somehow.
You're the at least 10 or 20th person that said that.
Oh, it's a well-known thing.
No, it's nothing bad.
No, I know what you mean, bro.
Yeah.
One time, a girl said that to me at a club. Are you gay? I just kissed her straight.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like, shut the fuck up. Okay?
When was this?
Last year at the start. I mean, when she said that, right, it was quite satisfying because it's like shutting her up. But also, she probably said it because she's shy.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
People think that Ben also.
Nah. I don't get it.
Ben, don't give me that gay
But you've
vibe.
gotten it before, right?
A lot of times, too many times.
Sometimes they say it.
Sometimes like they're just like not used to having like friendly or outgoing people around them. Then they're like,
I always get hit on by Chinese.
Yeah, always.
Are you serious?
Yeah. No, I mean, they always give me the eyes, that sort of thing.
No, even gays
Yeah.
like you a lot.
Yeah, and when they're passing something, like if it's a cashier or something, there will always
like
be
2
that.
seconds longer.
Yeah.
You know?
But I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's no showdown.
It's entertainment.
Do you guys know like Nur Sajat?
Oh, hey, you'll talk about that shit.
Oh my god, yo.
Let's talk about her.
So, I think you first told me about Sajat, so I didn't know who it was.
Oh yeah, I told you. Yeah.
I looked at her IG, she's pretty hot. So I look at her IG, right, and I see the comments.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's pretty hateful.
Have you guys talked about this before?
No, not on air.
Yeah.
Oh, because he started sending me Sajat stuff and he's like, yo, this chick is hot. You know?
No, I didn't say that.
No, bro, it's all good, bro. No judgment.
He's trying to fucking trap me.
Okay then.
Okay, so yeah, I looked at her post comments, right, and one of the comments literally said in Malay, "Let's go and burn her."
Yeah. People are crazy with
And there
that
was
shit.
1,000 likes. Then I'm thinking, that's 1,000 people agreeing to burn someone.
I don't know because honestly, there is a lot of people that act like they are the people. What was it called? Like
Activists are just
no, not like that. I mean, they think that they have the right to judge people
Yeah.
based on the religion card.
Tak boleh. Cannot.
it's in all religions.
Yeah, but then you got to think as well. Those people, most of the time, they're not living in the city, right?
Yeah.
They're from the rural areas. Their experiences are probably not as open.
Yeah.
And then you would think that being uneducated is the main reason why.
But I don't know. For me, I've always never had like a homophobic thing with trans or with like gay people and all that. Because for me, I've always been taught when I was growing up, like anyone can do whatever they want. That's totally up to them. It doesn't affect my like deeds or sins or whatever. You know, I mean, it doesn't affect me in any way.
You had amazing parents, probably.
Yeah. Because I mean, you know, sometimes like it's opening the group of people that you meet to actually understand there's all kinds of shapes and sizes, man.
Yeah, everyone has their trials, right? So who are we to judge anyone anyway?
Okay, let me ask you this. We talked about this before.
Mm.
Do you think like if someone gives off gay vibes, like with their body language, do you think that it's possible for that person to not be gay?
Yeah.
He's just a sissy.
Don't call it sissy lah, soft lah. So harsh.
Like I don't see how that works out. Like if you've got like feminine body language, right?
How can you be straight?
How do you not like?
Maybe that's just how they express themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, for me, I feel like sometimes it's when they are being like that, that's just them allowing themselves to be a bit more vulnerable in a sense. I mean, not every guy wants to be the dominant one.
Some men have masculine energy, some have feminine energy.
Some guys like strap-ons.
Based on-
I mean, that's...
based on-
No, I mean, each to their own, man.
Like getting packed, yeah.
based on their family influences, friends, you know.
Like, even like when people like say, are you gay if you watch trans porn? People are saying it's not. No. Because what you're imagining that person as a girl, but just with something extra.
Okay.
Yeah, you know? Because I mean, if you were to look at that trans being just a guy, I think it might be different.
Oh, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
you know?
Everyone has their own fetish, so leave them be.
Everyone has their own fetish.
Sexuality is not like tied to the way you express yourself.
I use Tinder quite a fair bit. I mean, I've been using Tinder for quite
Open that up, okay.
And I feel like just because of dating apps itself, right? Within 10 years' time, like girls are going to be so much more open about their sexuality just because of dating apps.
I think social media as well.
Social media.
Social media for sure. TikTok and these kids, you know. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of normalizing a lot of things nowadays. Like, I mean,
Information travels fast.
yeah, like technically, I would say my perspective on life or things that revolve around me would be so different if I didn't have Netflix.
Who?
Like, honestly,
tell them.
like I think like it opened up a whole, like a whole different perspective. Because it's suddenly a different stock of, footage, films and series. Because imagine if you were to only be fixed to Astro. Everything is filtered, bro.
Oh yeah, got you.
Yeah, like I mean, even the reason why Squid Game is actually really good.
Yeah.
Because I mean, not just to us outside of South Korea, is because in South Korea, because like the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party,
Oh, demonetize
so they actually control the content of South Korean movies and shows.
CCP? How
Yeah.
do they have an influence there?
Yeah.
CCP got influence in Australia. In Melbourne is one of the
What does CCP stand for?
Chinese Communist Party. I mean, their influence is everywhere, whether you want to see it or not.
I'm gonna cut that part out.
Yeah.
We're gonna get in trouble.
Wuhan.
Yeah, South Koreans were so happy because Netflix is allowing this sort of unfiltered and uncontrolled, unfiltered sort of content.
Then what if like CCP will come after Netflix now? Because like they fucking kind of
mean,
expose them in a way.
I don't know. Is Netflix banned in China?
I should think so.
Yeah, but I don't know as in what will happen and all that. But I think they've gone way beyond that. I mean, imagine it's been like, I think around the world, like trending everywhere. Man. Squid Game. Yeah.
Dude, did you guys watch The Eternals? Or probably not, right? Because you guys don't hit out much. So we watched The Eternals, right? That was a Marvel film. It's one of the new ones. It's in the cinemas right now. So what I noticed immediately, right, was the wokeness.
The wokeness.
Yeah, the PC-ness.
The PC-ness, yeah.
What's PC?
Politically correct.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
basically, you're trying to tick as many boxes so that people wouldn't have something to complain about, right?
It's inclusive.
Being inclusive to all races, all sorts of genders, all sorts of people.
Yeah.
So what I noticed was within 20 to 30 minutes into the movie, we saw a good amount of diversity,
Yeah.
perhaps a little bit unrealistic.
Really?
I mean,
Explain a few scenes.
Guys kissing guys.
okay, let's say there was
Wait, where do you guys watch it?
no cinemas.
But they cut that part out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, bro, I was watching Bohemian Rhapsody. They even,
The documentary
they censored the word AIDS.
AIDS.
I was like, what? I mean, I watched it at the cinema. So I was like, as in I saw his lips move and it said AIDS.
Are you sure?
It's censored.
Yeah, I watched the
uncensored one.
the uncensored one. Yeah, because I think there was a time where Freddie was telling them what happened to him and all that.
Right.
Like what's going on.
Yeah. You know he's gay, right?
I mean, for me, I think that is something that's quite important. Like,
Educational.
Like, I mean, like kids, even if they ask what's AIDS and all that, I think parents should explain. Like if you have, unprotected same sex, same gender sex, something can happen.
It doesn't only happen if it's same sex, right?
Yeah.
Same gender is higher possible.
But why did they censor it? Do you have any idea?
Honestly, I think just to avoid the conversation.
To avoid the
What?
conversation.
Yeah, conversation of gays existing, maybe.
Not existing, but having like a bad rap for gays because
Yeah,
back
maybe.
then they were known for transmitting these diseases, right? The main cause of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that could be the reason why. So in the Eternals movie, right, I noticed there was a blind dude, a disabled dude,
Dwarf.
a dwarf, and all within 30 minutes. And I just felt like you don't see this in movies back then because people didn't think about putting in the effort to make everyone inclusive. I'm not saying it's a bad or good thing, but then again, you start to ask the question of, if someone is good at acting, does he get the role or does someone else get the role because he is a dwarf?
He's what?
Because he is a dwarf.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Is it like, are they gonna eliminate the skill factor to a certain extent at this point?
No, I don't think so. Like, okay, Game of Thrones. What was the guy?
What's his name? Peter.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
This guy's amazing, right?
His acting was something else. Like, I mean, if you were to replace him with some normal sized dude, I mean, it would be different.
Love takes work in WWE.
Like,
It wasn't him.
yeah, it's like how people say, like, when there is a gay character, why don't they cast a gay person? Yeah, you know, people always question that. Like,
I think that's not too important though.
but you know, the gay community feels like, you know, it should come from someone that is actually gay.
Yeah.
It could. I feel like that's not a not necessary.
Yeah, I mean,
If you're
anyone
good-
can act a role, I think, you know.
Maybe the gay person has less experience just acting in general.
Yeah, could
Let's get the
be,
top
could
gay
be.
person to act then.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That will make a lot of sense.
But for me, I think, like, the whole, like, how Netflix normalizes a lot of things.
Yeah.
There's a lot, bro. I mean, like, some things, like, I feel like it's like one of our early Satu Malaysia advertisements sometimes. There's got to be Indian, there's got to be Chinese, there's got to be Malay.
Yes, yeah.
You know? I mean, now it feels like that.
They want
Yeah.
because
With Netflix.
they need the audience to like not make any noise.
Yeah, but for me, like, I'm a guy, I'm already, 27 this year. Yeah, so I feel like, okay, it's good content, but honestly, if a kid watches it, I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's certain things that you should expose them to. Because I don't know, man. Like, kids, do they watch Squid Game? Like, I mean, if they do,
There's a lot of sex scene, kan?
Oh, there's one.
I don't know, I'm still old school, bro. Like, for me, after 18, then only you can see all of that
But
shit.
what if like because of TikTok and all this social media, right? Then like your kids start lose virginity, maybe like 12,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
Macam mana?
Ask the dad.
If they do that, right, their kids start losing their.
But it's like damn normal among the kids.
Yeah, but if they start losing their, you're saying that
The V card.
V
if
card.
they lose their V card at 12 to 13. I watched a documentary at this town in, I'm not sure if it's a town or city in UK. The average age where girls lose their virginity was 13. So it's
Yeah.
already been happening.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't happen.
Maybe in
though.
different countries, not so much. Like our country.
Yeah. I mean, I think at the end of the day, you have to be smart. lah.
You have to be smart.
I mean, there's a lot of people that have sex, like, you know, I mean, before marriage and all that. I mean, it's whether you want to have an accident or.
You talk about the education part, right? So other countries, they all have sex ed.
Yeah.
What about us?
I had actually.
You had?
Yeah.
Dee, we had none of that, right? I would say close to zero.
But mine was a bit funny because it was actually my kindergarten. Like, I was already in primary school.
That's too young.
Yeah, no, they suddenly called us back and then say, oh, let's have a reunion. But it's actually a sex ed.
Oh god.
Yeah, like we had to draw like like female, the guys.
Private parts.
Yeah, but one thing that I realized, my kindergarten,
Yeah.
like all of them there, they're quite woke. I mean, they're quite, they're exposed.
No, they call it
Not really
Montessori.
international lah, but I mean, we were all quite open you know. I mean, we're not like,
Kindergartens are 4, 5 years old, you know.
but we weren't. No, but we all met each other like in primary school, but we were all like not like you and all that. Like, you know, it wasn't a child like a childish thing.
You
Yeah,
guys were pretty mature, lah.
yeah, we were pretty like matured lah. Yeah.
Yo, like we had sex ed, like I think around standard 5 and 6, because like a teacher actually sodomized a kid in school.
Oh damn!
Which school?
It's interesting.
Pui Chai, shout out Pui Chai if you're watching this, one of the best Chinese
But
schools.
what was it? Was it consensual or not?
Come on,
It
man.
was rape lah.
I guess so.
Let me ask you something though. What if the teacher that molested the student was a hot girl?
Yeah, it would be a totally different story.
You know what it's gonna be? Like, do you watch South Park?
No.
Touchy subject.
So this is a hilarious scene from South Park, right? This kid went to the police. Okay, so the character is about 10 years old. He went to the police and he complained because his little brother, who is about 5, 6 years old, a toddler.
Nice.
Yeah. And he told the police that, you know, the teacher is having sex with the brother. And the police asked what was his name or, you know, how old is he? And the guy said, oh no, it's a she. Then they're like, oh, but she's ugly, right? And then the kid tells the police that no, she's actually quite hot. And they're like, nice. And they start to ask like, so what's the problem? And the punchline was, oh, the problem is we haven't given him the luckiest kid in school award yet.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's my humor lah. Okay, it might be fucked up.
I think it all comes down to which sex seems to be more of a threat. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, a guy would be scarier than a woman, maybe.
But it's still wrong though.
Straight up.
I mean,
Big factor, why?
I don't know. Like, maybe it's because we've never seen any TV shows where women is like fucking raping the girl, raping the guy or something. You know, so we don't know what sort of energy or what sort of physical
Threat they would bring.
But if
Yeah.
I got laid by the teacher when I was a kid, I'll be like, oh yes, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What if you were a kid?
Yeah, if I was a kid.
You'd probably be shy about it, not tell anyone, to be honest.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
I had a friend who had a nanny. He was 11 years old. And the nanny, not raped, but fucked him. And he didn't know anything about that. The nanny was like 16 or 17.
Okay.
Should we do that to our kids? Like,
I actually had the same experience, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, Ali never told anyone about
Yeah,
this.
as
It's
in
only
not
me
anyone outside the
and
family.
You don't want this to go on air, right?
I don't know. I don't think.
Or you can cover
No, I
up some
can.
parts. You can keep it as discreet or whatever.
Um,
Just tell me what you're not comfortable with. I'll take it out.
for me, when it happened to me, I was with.
You know why? You're just a good looking kid. That's why.
Bro, I was 5, bro.
Oh, you're fine. I thought you were 13. Like just.
Nah, bro. I was
He was a
5. I was 5.
baby.
Yeah. It was because my parents were always away. Like, they would be away for like weeks, months, and all that. So there was times where, because my parents, they would hire maids lah and all that. So I mean, I was brought into the room and then they would, you know, take my clothes off.
Who are these mates?
It was employed by my parents.
So they've been with you for ever since you were born.
No, they were with me like maybe at
Was
that
that
time 3 years. Or 2
before or
years.
after the sex ed?
This was before, way before, because I had a sex ed in primary school.
I got you.
Yeah. So, but I mean, the only form of care and affection was directly from the mates for me.
Yeah.
When I was very young.
So it's kind of like, wait, when you say the mates, were there 1 or 2?
There was 3. Yeah.
There was 3. Were they all in on it too?
Okay, it was in a room.
Yeah.
There was a bed and there was one woman there. Then the 2 other women would be the ones that's putting me on top of the girl.
Did they didn't like video or anything?
No, back then tak ada, bro.
Yo. That's already a lot of detail. Eh?
Yeah.
So they were all in on it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean,
Handsome young kid.
But were they what, Indonesian or Filipino?
yeah, Indonesian. Yeah. Like, I mean, that was something that no child should ever go through.
Of course.
For me, like,
Not at 5, like.
yeah, I don't know. It does affect me in a way.
It does. You would know.
Yeah.
You only realize when you're older.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I've become more of the type, I will actually voice out if I don't like you or some shit like that. Or if you're doing something wrong. I'm that sort of guy, like, if you want to have a bad day, come meet me or something like that. You know, if you did something wrong.
I'm more direct,
Yeah.
more direct, like just no bullshit.
Yeah, because back then, bro, when I was young, I was very quiet. Like, I was the type of kid, like, I wouldn't be like, you know, the
Internalizing.
party clown. Yeah, maybe, yeah. So I was very quiet and all that, but it's somewhat what happened to me back then. I felt like it accelerated my sexual awakening.
Okay.
Not in a good way. Yeah, not the sexual awakening, like, oh, I'm a man, or no, not that.
Not just sexual, but your personality.
Yeah,
is it?
because at the end of the day, like, I don't know if you guys study psychology, like, there's the phallic stage, there is the anal stage, there is the...
Anal stage.
Is that like Freudian?
It's like, yeah, Freudian. Yeah, so it's like how... I don't know if you know this, like, okay, when you were young, maybe when you took a shit, it felt good.
Okay.
Yeah. So you wanted to shit all the time?
It's the anal stage. It's just your body actually understanding, like, oh, this is the sensation, you know?
Okay.
I mean, like, when you pee, it feels good. When you touch your lips, it feels good.
Yeah.
You know, when you touch your hair, it feels good. So it's just your body having this sort of...
Like awareness of
Yeah,
the body
sensitivity.
in itself. Okay,
Yeah.
sensation.
So what happened to me, I felt like that was a bit quicker than maybe other people.
I got you.
Yeah. Because as a
Started
kid,
to
like...
masturbate.
well, I didn't masturbate and all that when I was a kid or whatever, but I just had that sort of, I don't know, like, I knew a lot of shit, like, bro, when I was growing up already.
Yeah.
Like, some people, they never saw, pussy, they never saw tits and all that.
You see.
I mean,
5-6-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
you can remember much things. And you probably would. It's not easy to forget.
Trauma.
yeah, but I mean, the fucked up part is that I thought it was alright.
But when did your parents find out, or did they
Oh,
never
they
find out?
only found out like
Last year.
Last year.
Last
yeah.
year or this year?
What did they say to you?
They're gone already, right?
Yeah, they keep saying, they ask me to move on and all that.
It was a very difficult journey actually because first time diorang dengar about it. So you know,
Because they actually had a guy that was around the house, like, a staff.
Yeah.
So that guy was someone that actually did a lot of shit to me. Like he used to handle my cars and all that, but my cars went to shit. Like, when I came back from Australia, one of my cars that I used to take to
He
Sepang,
stole some parts.
bro, it blew up. Like the engine blew up.
Yeah, because he was his. What
I
was
don't know,
doing?
he was trashing it or something.
Probably
So
stole some parts and
yeah,
sold it.
so when he was around the house, I felt like, what the fuck? Why are my parents still hanging out with this guy?
Okay.
I mean, this is someone I don't like. So it kind of made me feel like throwback to
Then voice it out.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Throw back to that incident.
yeah. So I felt like, oh shit, why my parents like still having someone that actually did something wrong to me around. Yeah,
Okay.
But even like I think just voicing it out today is kind of like another step for you.
Yeah, definitely. Like I mean,
I'll tell you what though, this is real interesting stuff.
This is what the podcast is about.
This is what people want to hear though.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Like every time when we see people on Instagram and all that, after all the things that I've gone through in my life, like I would say like I did have a comfortable life despite everything. Like my parents took care of me, in
course,
other
yeah.
sense, in other ways.
Yeah.
But I felt like every time when I look at a person, when it is like a good photo or like them going out to somewhere, at the back of my mind, I'm like,
You don't know what's up behind?
honestly, everyone has all kinds of shit. And
All
I don't know
kinds.
why, when it's Dee and I, every time when we meet a friend, like suddenly the fucker opens up.
everyone always open up to us.
Because the reason why they open up is because I've been like that since I was young. I really wouldn't care if so my thing is I open up to anyone I meet, right? Because I actually don't care if that person don't like me.
Yeah.
So if you open up first, it's quite natural for them to open up.
Yeah.
But if they don't open up to you, I still don't care. So I'm still gonna
Yeah.
keep opening up. But
Yeah.
that's how I am, and that's probably the reason why people open up to you guys easy.
Yeah. Because we are the sort of people we just talk, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't really filter. I mean,
Yeah.
Authentic lah, right? Straight up.
Maybe amplified after you guys got together.
Yeah, definitely. Because we both have trauma, so we kind of heal each other.
Wow.
This is beautiful, guys.
But I mean, for me, like I feel honestly, like remember there was that viral case where it was going around, like they came out with a textbook, is it, on sex education in Malaysia, like saying, oh, if your grandfather asks you this question, like A, B, and
It's
C,
pretty funny.
what should your reaction be?
Yeah.
It was something like
So the A, baling sabun di muka atuk.
Oh, really?
Things like that.
Okay, boleh juga.
Yeah, something the headline was like, what will you do if your grandfather invites you into the room late at night
What's up?
in a towel or something like that?
Shower, then invite you to shower.
Yeah.
My
invite you to
grandfather
shower.
should be fine.
Grandfather.
Grandfather, I thought.
Yeah. But I mean, with
Yeah.
opposite sex maybe. I think like opposite
opposite
sex.
sex.
I mean, if you're
grandchildren.
young, opposite or same sex is still not something good, right? So why was it viral? Like was it
No, because Malaysians just felt like you shouldn't stigmatize a grandfather would be doing
They're
that.
not prepared for this.
Okay.
They ain't prepared for that.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have
Yeah,
put the
yeah.
character as a grandfather because,
talk about
like, a kid might be like, "Oh shit, my grandfather's asking me to
No,
do this.
yeah.
What's gonna happen?"
Because it is the reality, Every family mesti ada that case.
But the sad thing is about sexual abuse. In a lot of cases, it's actually the closest people around you.
Because they act like nothing happened.
Easiest access, bro. I
Yeah,
mean,
easiest
like,
access.
Bro, my mates, you think like I can blame them 100%? Bro, they had zero supervision. Like zero.
The really interesting thing was all three of them were in on it.
Yeah. I mean, it was a bit weird. Like, I don't know. Maybe they're sexually frustrated or deprived. I don't know.
That's the 100%.
Yeah, but one of the bitches, she ran to like the opposite house that was being renovated and then ran with the dude.
A Bangla dude promised her a better life. You be my hoe, I'm your pimp.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we should wrap already. It's amazing, dude.
It's a non-fucked up and it doesn't lower your eyes.
Sorry lah if it's too serious.
Bro, it's amazing. I'm learning new things.
We are rebranding.
We are rebranding.
to a non-explicit channel.
Let's get educated podcast.
Yeah. LGE boy.
So guys, we are almost at the end of the podcast. This was a pretty long one.
Wow.
I'm gonna say it's about an hour and 20 minutes long, and it's kind of different from the usual podcast that me and Ben do.
Oh yeah.
Probably because we're talking too much bullshit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I definitely
Straight
really
up
enjoyed
halal,
it.
man.
Is it halal? Whatever it is, I thought these Deanna and Ali are super interesting people.
We try to be.
Thank you.
So let's just touch on the animal rescue situation, because in Malaysia, right, DBKL is the main jabatan, right, for pest control, right? What do you think could be done?
The better thing to do is do not file a complaint, because once they are there, they're just set to die. All right. So the best thing is trap, neuter, and release. That's the best thing to do, lah.
The rationale for neutering is because you want to prevent diseases being spread. Also breeding, controlled breeding.
Control the breeding.
Yes.
Because it's really uncontrollable in Malaysia. Everyone is trying their best. Every NGO is trying their best to rescue every single dogs and cats. But it's really impossible because the population is crazy. So we have to start neuter and spay and then release lah. That wouldn't be a problem.
Because imagine a cat, like how long their pregnancy is what?
Like 2-3 months, yeah.
2 or 3.
2 to 3 months.
But the thing is, like, let's say trap neuter release, the people that have done it before, they obviously have experience.
Yeah.
But for the people that don't know, right, like this whole thing, then what should they do?
Because for me, I think actually maybe it is already outdated lah. Like this whole DBKL being the pest control, I mean.
Outdated is definitely the right word, because other places are doing it better. Why can't we do the same thing, right? Funds, that's the number one issue.
So I think at the end of the day, things only work when you help each other out. So in this case, I think, it is up to DBKL to actually want to reach out to NGOs and then say, okay, we've tracked these number of dogs, these number of cats. Like, why not you guys take them and all that? But it is a challenge lah, because I mean, with shelters and all that, like you said, you need funding. I mean, it's not cheap, bro. I mean, animals.
But the thing is, NGOs, they need funding too, but there are people doing it. Right? They're in better hands, you could say that.
But honestly, there's a lot of people out there that don't do it for any cent.
Of course.
But because all these pet rescuers, like after what I've noticed, they're all damn eccentric, bro.
What do you mean?
Special.
Like, I mean, they've got a trait lah. They are a bit chatut, like crazy a bit lah.
They're gonna come for you.
But it's that sort of character that actually allows them to make a difference.
Correct.
Yeah, because they are the sort of people that cannot just sit around and be ignorant.
They cannot.
Yeah.
So if you're like old and sick and you kind of have no descendant to pass your wealth to, I would suggest to actually put the money into these NGO funds.
Good job, man. Good job.
I was expecting a joke, honestly.
I was expecting a joke.
Everyone expects it already.
Oh, I thought it was a joke.
But I don't know, I mean, NGOs and, the town councils need to help each other.
There are a lot of people that are actually doing it for free, okay? So if you guys have extra money or whatever, just go check out NGOs that are active and really helping out.
Step one, instead of buying a dog with a nice breed that looks beautiful, adopt one. I think I'm right now I'm also kind of talking to myself, because I always told myself, like, since
He bought like a husky for like a lot of money.
so I've always kept in my mind, like, oh, I want to have this dog next time, but then how can I consider myself a dog lover when I already know that I wouldn't want to get a dog from a pound? But who knows, man? Hopefully I'm going to be doing that, instead of buying a dog from.
But I don't blame you, bro. Like, honestly, it's like this. I mean, in this world, there will always be people that buy dogs and people that adopt dogs.
Well, we buy our cat also, but we have rescue and buy cat. We buy and rescue both.
I mean, in our situation, I think the only issue is that there is a lot of like pet owners. They actually choose to be ignorant. I mean, it's totally normal. It's nothing bad. I mean, it's like how, people have kids, but there are other kids around the world that are actually, in worse situations, but you're not doing anything. But at the end of the day, you juggle what you have. You just take care of what you have.
If you can do extra, then go ahead.
I think like Dee and Ali is so nice because like they actually care about like other animals and like not just yourself.
They're not, I mean, they're voiceless, bro. I mean, animals.
Voiceless.
But like then there's the argument where like we only save animals that like make nice voices. So like birds, dogs and cats and all these animals that are cute to interact with, when then the ugly ones are just like...
Bro, there's a problem actually with shelters. Like shelters, there's a problem where the pretty ones are the only ones that get adopted.
Oh, that's true also.
Yeah, that's memang so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think dogs is more distinct. Like, I mean, the breeds. Like, I mean, for cats, it's just the color.
Yeah.
You know, at most, and maybe the fur. That's it. Yeah. I mean, dogs is like, if you want a specific dog, you need, you know, specific like breeds and all that.
True.
So, yeah.
I'll tell you guys a fun fact. I don't know whether you guys already knew this, but I found this super interesting. You know a wild boar?
Yeah.
If you have a pig that's always been in captive, right? A pig has no fur, he has no tusk. You put the pig out in wild, within a couple of months, it grows his fur and it grows tusk.
Wow, really?
So when people talk about wild boar, it's not like, you know, 5 generations difference. It happens within months.
Yeah.
Because they're super adaptive.
Joe Rogan taught me this.
Shout out Joe Rogan.
But one thing also, like, for me,
He always shouts out like whatever celebrity. I'm like, they don't care, man.
yeah.
They might be watching one day if
They
we blow
might
up.
one day.
They don't care.
No lah. I think at the end of the day, people just have to care more. That's it. Like, I mean, for me, when I went to the pound, I was like thinking, shit, I've got cats at home, damn comfortable. And these guys are stuck here.
Straight up.
It's like how you see dogs on...
On the streets compared to the...
No, you just switch them. You just switch them to humans. Bro, humans.
I see it that way, dude.
That's how homeless.
Exact same.
Yeah. I mean, the dog doesn't have shade or something, you know, but at least for dogs, like, I'm quite, like, I think I can... I feel like they have a good life in a way because they live in packs. So at least, but some of them, the issue is like the dog that we got, Lucky, the one that Dee rescued, I think he got kicked out of the pack.
Yeah lah, memang old already. What cannot help.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He's not contributing.
Yeah.
It's like the wolf pack.
They have to dispose of him. I can keep talking, man, but I think we should just wrap up.
Yeah.
Wrap it lah.
Alright, guys. That's it for today's episode. Really loved this one.
Yo, drop us in the comments how many IQ you actually gained from this shit.
Oh!
This shit enlightening.
Yeah, leave a comment, guys. If you...
10 comments, we go save some cats and dogs.
I don't mind. I don't fucking mind. 20 comments.
And you know, you kind of forgetting the last part where your hand puts on the mouse or your phone and scrolls down and press the subscribe button.
Graze up on that subscribe button.
Gray that shit out, man. It's red right now. Why is it red, bruv?
I'm not gonna say smash it because people always say that, but just click it lah. How do you even think about that? Deanna and Ali are really lovely and would be great to have them on again. Guys, comments, like, subscribe, share this shit, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.
Hell yeah.
Missing my homies, I'm missing my oldies, my brothers, my cronies. We all went to court, but before only courts that we knew were the ones where we were shooting three, selling Kobe. To a legend, rest in peace to the old me, rest in peace to my brothers, rest in peace.